So you missed Render. Well, this might be the next one, because if this reaches the market cap of Render today, this project will do tens of X's. The project is called Node AI and is a decentralized platform that provides access to GPU and AI resources. It's a Render competitor, except this only has a market cap of 200 million. It's performing insanely well. We'll get back to this beauty of a graph in just a minute, but let's see what this project is and if it actually can compete with Render. I covered this project in my AI tier list last video, and I thought it deserved a video of its own. So let's take a look at the features that Node AI offers, which are really cool. Let's start off with the revenue sharing model. So what I really like about Node AI and what makes it unique is its revenue sharing model. This allows Node AI holders to stake their tokens and earn revenue. So Node AI distributes financial gains back to its community of users and contributors. So this is basically a win-win situation, because this ensures that participants in the Node AI ecosystem are not just users, but also beneficiaries of the Node AI platform's success. So like I said, you stake your GPU token, and a portion of the revenue generated by Node AI is set aside to be distributed among all participants in the revenue sharing program. Next up, AI Nodes Rental. That allows both individuals and businesses both to access and rent AI servers that contain powerful GPU capabilities for their specific use cases, where they pay a monthly fee. This is really important. The thing about AI in general is it demands an insane amount of power. The amount of computing processing power that is generally needed to run, like for instance, more complex AI applications, it's just insane. And it's getting even worse because Google, Amazon, they're buying everything. So yeah, this is really needed. Next up, GPU power lending. So here you can actually lend your GPU. So say you have a gaming PC that you don't use anymore, why not put it to work and make some bucks? This is going to be the future, no doubt in my mind. And the last thing I want to highlight, on-demand nodes. So this is basically a feature they have where instead of needing to rent these AI servers over a longer period of time, like for instance monthly, they have an option for on-demand renting, which is really useful, which basically allows you to rent it over shorter periods of time. Like for instance, say you need a server for just 1 hour to run an application, this on-demand nodes allows you to do that. So if we take a look at this comparison, you can see that Node AI is extremely cost effective, and you can save up to 90% on compute costs. As you can see, you can set up your node here, connect to Node AI, and you get instant payment. Real utility, really interesting stuff. So Node AI launched with their max supply being 100 million tokens. 90% of that is for liquidity and 10% is for centralized exchanges. So these tokenomics are a bit different than what we're used to seeing. Like for instance, the reasons why they don't have any team allocations is because the team is actually earning real revenue, which is really impressive. So they were fair launched, which is bullish. They also have a buy and sell tax model, which includes 2% for GPU expansion and maintenance, 1% for marketing, and 1% for revenue sharing pool. Normally, I'm not the biggest fan of buy and sell taxes, but I think with these tokenomics, it's pretty much necessary in order to be able to scale this project to the size I think they deserve to be. Right now, according to CoinMarketCap, the 90% are in circulation. The only negative thing about Node AI, because I'm going to be 100% transparent, is that the team is not doxed. I don't like that, and that is definitely something that should be taken into consideration when investing in this. I saw other YouTubers talking about this team right here from a website called nodetech.ai. This is not the team, and this is not our project. This is something completely different. So be aware of that. Obviously not going to call any YouTuber out for making that mistake, honest mistake. But yeah, be aware, because this team sadly has nothing to do with our crypto project. So yeah, I find it really strange that a project that clearly has a real use case worth more than 200 million decides to hide their identity. Maybe they will reveal it later on. But then you got to ask yourself why they didn't do it from the beginning. But that is not to say that this project isn't great, because it is. It's just something that needs to be taken into account. When I was in the last bull run, this is going to be my third bull run, by the way. But when I was in the last bull run, I remember PancakeSwap very well. There might be some of you that don't know what that is. PancakeSwap was a big decentralized exchange, and their token Cake reached like 7 billion in market cap. It was huge a couple of years ago. My point is, their team is anonymous, or at least was. I don't follow PancakeSwap today, but I remember very clearly that they were anonymous around their peak. Still had Binance listing, reached, like I said, 7 billion in market cap, and still sitting at 1 billion today. So just to make it clear, the project still might be very legit. It's not to say that it's going to rug just because they're anonymous, but of course, we prefer projects with real accountable identities. But yeah, look at this. Launched earlier this year, has a very good graph, sits at about 200 million in market cap, 90% circulating supply like we talked about. But one thing I want to direct everyone's attention to: where are the centralized exchanges? They reached a market cap of 250 million without any help from a centralized exchange. That is unbelievable. Like I said, it's got 10% of its allocation reserved to centralized exchanges, so there might be a listing coming very soon. So that's the main reason why I wanted to get this out, the fact that it doesn't have any centralized exchanges, so you can make up your own mind on whether or not you would like to invest. Who knows? But all in all, this has performed extremely well over the last couple of months. So like I said, this is a render competitor as to its utility, and therefore could be compared to Render in terms of market value. So if we take a look at Render market cap at the time of recording this video, it's a little under 4 billion. Now I think Render is the future. In my AI tier video, I was very tempted to put Node AI at a 100x, which would be like a 20 billion in market cap. Due to the fact that the team is anonymous, I'm going to give this a 50x, but still a 100x could be there. Because in my opinion, I think Render has a 10x potential, which will put it at 40 billion in market cap, and I don't think it's completely out of the question to visualize a 10 billion market cap for this project, due to the fact that the DePIN/AI narrative is going to be huge. But obviously not financial advice, and let me be very direct, these are ultra bullish scenarios, so keep that in mind. Join the Discord if you want to be part of a fast growing community, and I'll see you in the next video.